So we were informed in the early summer of 2023 that our little lake was going to undergo some well overdue renovations. The plan is to redo the parking lot, redo the ramp, which is in pretty bad shape, redo the courtesy dock. This footage was taken on June the 9th, roughly a month before uh, these renovations were to be taking place. The start date for the project is July 10th. So we wanted to get a little bit of footage here to just to get an idea of what it looked like just before all this happened. You can see we have the old marina here, the old boat slips back when they used to rent out boats. All this stuff's been closed down for years. Parking lot here, the upper lot's graveled, in decent shape. It's usable, limited parking. Right below that, you can see the lower lot that got washed out during the flood a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I can't remember. But it's pretty much unusable. Some people will use it, but it's pretty rough. Little look from the back end of the parking lot going toward the lake. A little closer view of the old courtesy dock. And some of the old boat slips still sitting there. You can see the courtesy dock's in pretty bad shape. We got some boards missing. Pretty dangerous, really, especially for kids. Pretty easy here to tell how bad shape the ramp's in. This is the only ramp on the lake, and as you can tell, it's pretty broken up underneath the water. Uh, Lots of reported damage to boat trailers, uh, big holes out underneath the water. Just overdue some repairs. Now here we are on July the 10th. This is day one of construction. You can see the barricades there. The lake's completely shut down. Started out using the drone. I didn't use it for this entire project, but I did use it for most of it. You can see here the lower lot's got grass growing in it, not being used much. Got the concrete barrier in the middle of the upper lot and the lower lot. Looks like a pile of gravel's come in, a bulldozer. If you look right behind the bulldozer, you can see a pile of scrap. I didn't really catch good footage on this one because I didn't realize they had done that much yet, but that is actually the old boat ramp that you see in that pile there. There's the old marina, the old boat slips. Like I said, I didn't do a real good job on this first day of getting all the information, but I didn't want to get in there and get in the way. But you can kind of catch a glimpse right here in just a second of the boat ramp that's missing. There's the pile. That is the old boat ramp. And right here is where you can, real quick, you can see down there where they've dug it out a little bit. Didn't get the greatest footage, but you can see the gravel disrupted there where they pulled out the chunks. And there's the upper lot. Got some dense grade gravel put down, looks like. So this footage here would be July the 14th, the following Friday. So this is going to document the first week of progress on the project. Looks like we've added a dump truck here to the arsenal. There's a backhoe blocking the ramp. Excavator as well. A little larger size pile of gravel there. Rock, rather. Let's ease on down here and see what the ramp looks like. All right, looks like we've got pretty good foundation down. Got some big rock down, graded in, packed down pretty good. Looks like. Looks like the entire ramp, the old ramp, has been demolished and taken out. Go and head up and get us a little 360 view. There's our dozer, excavator, dump truck, pile of rock, heavy rock, pile of dense gravel. All right, here we go. We got July the 22nd, 2 weeks worth of construction. Let's see what we got going on now. Looks like we've had a little rain since last week. There's a big puddle of water in the middle of the parking lot. There's the old backhoe blocking the ramp. Looks like the courtesy dock's still the same. Nothing changed there. But look here, we got us this first slab of concrete poured for our ramp. Nice little textured slab. This one will eventually be pushed into the lake. As you can see, nothing in the water yet. A little different view from out in the lake. Progress being made. She's looking good. All right, here we go. July the 30th. This will be 3 weeks of progress. Looks like the lower lot's been excavated some, smoothed out a little bit. Looks like the most of the dense grade pile of gravel is missing. So it looks like the barrier between the upper and lower lot's been worked on. Looks like, I don't know, maybe drainage. I don't know, you tell me, but the upper part's still dug out like a ditch. The lower part looks like it's been done that way, but been filled back in and packed down with some dense grade gravel since. You can see here the lower lot, all the grass is gone, all the large rocks are gone. Looks like the beginning stages of smoothing that out. Back to the ramp, looks like we've poured. We've pushed in the first slab of concrete. You can see it going into the lake there, and poured a second slab behind it. I would imagine that's curing as we speak. There we go. You can see first slab's been pushed in. Water's clear enough. You can see it go out pretty good. Looks nice. Second slab poured in behind it. Courtesy docks unchanged, looks like. Looks like someone don't have control over their child, just running amok. All the nerve. But then again, who could resist a good fresh pile of rock? Looks like a pretty good amount of work been done on this week. Got a new slab poured. Lower lot's been cleared out some. Looks like we've dug out some possible drainage, I guess. Here's a 360 view of the lot. And again, this is July 30th, 2023. Might as well get a little look at her. I don't know about y'all, but she looks pretty lonely to me. The only thing missing in this picture is our boat pulling planer boards. August the 6th, 2023. Let's come back and look after another weight. Looks like we've got a trailer sitting here. I don't remember seeing that last time. Could be wrong, but probably not. See the excavator up ahead, two dump trucks. Looks like the ditch that was dug underneath the upper and lower lot barriers has been filled back in. No idea what went on there, but it's done now. Go up over the excavator here, see what we've got on the ramp. It looks like the second slab was partially pushed in. We'll get a better look here in a second. Yeah, it's like the first slab was pushed in further using the second slab. Looks like we've got some form boards laying there for the future slabs to be poured. You can tell they put the ramp out away from the wall a little bit. That's going to help a little bit, give us a little more room. Courtesy docks unchanged. Still could probably break a couple ankles out there, trying to fish. Get a little view here of the Kentucky Department Fish and Wildlife truck. Appreciate y'all working with the county to try to get our little lake in better shape. Looking pretty smooth on the upper lot. Actually looking pretty smooth down on the lower lot too. Dense grade gravel packed down, looks like. Little 360 view. Looks like we've added a little bobcat action there to our arsenal. Might as well get a little look at her. That's what she looks like in August, first week of August. That's what the old girl looks like right there. Still looks lonely to me. August the 13th coming up. There's that rogue child again. Don't look like a ton of change out here on the old parking lot. Looks pretty much the same. Best I can tell anyway. There's a sign that's been here for the whole time. Got some drainage rock, looks like there. A pile of dense grade. Oh, looks like we've added a roller. Looks like we've got some forms here for our next slab of concrete for the ramp. Also, if you look to the right there, we'll get back to it in a second, but the start of the footer for the new courtesy dock slash kayak launch. Here's a little different look at that. That'll be the first stage of the footer poured for the ramp that walks down to the new courtesy dock. Old courtesy dock, still no change. Now, for some reason, we're going to do a circle over the form for the new ramp pad. Back out in the parking lot, there's that wild kid again. I can't believe people don't take better care of their kids. They just run rampant. If anyone knows who this belongs to, please let me know. send her up and get her little 360 view. And that's what she looks like on August the 13th, 2023. August 20th, 2023. Still using the drone at this point. And we have another new slab to the ramp. That'll be slab number 3. There's Sarge wandering aimlessly at the edge of the water. You can also see back there that the footer for the new courtesy dock ramp has been built up level with the boat ramp. There it is again. A little closer shot. Not sure what's going on with the rebar there, but it looks like spaghetti. Yep, looks like spaghetti. Old ramp still rough. There's that kid again. All the equipment lined up here in the shade, looks like. Parking lot's pretty much the same as last week. Might as well get a little 360 view to end this day out. And there's a little August 20th, 2023 view of Wilgreen Lake. So here comes August 27th, 2023. Hard to remember all these days, but looks a little damp today. Looks like the majority of the equipment has not been moved over the past week. So now it looks like all the textured ramp's been poured, and we got another smooth pad here to match up with the footing for the new courtesy dock. That may have been here last week. Not really sure, but we're going to talk about it on this week anyway. Looks like we got a little drizzling rain. Yeah, there we go. Can't remember if that slab was poured last week or not, but either way, it's poured now. So that's where the new walkway to the new courtesy dock will go. As you can tell, the old courtesy dock is still pretty much in disrepair. Might as well get a little up high 360 action going on. And that's what she looks like on a rainy August the 27th, 2023. All right, September 3rd, 2023. Starting out here, looks like we've got a pretty good size trench dug here on the lower part of the lower parking lot. I would imagine that will soon be filled with concrete. Looks like we've also got a trench dug on the right side of the lot over by the cliff, and looks like part of it's formed up above ground there for concrete. And it also looks like we have some new concrete on the ramp. We've got that extended almost up to the top of the ramp where it meets the parking lot. Little 360 view here on 9/3/23. Nice and calm. Here's 9/10/23. Looks like the trench is full of concrete, and we've got a little bit of form action going on here with some rebar and some 2x4s. Looks like we got some forms made on the lower lot for that right side boundary, and got the upper part of it poured, looks like already. And there's that wild kid again. No rock pile safe. Get us a little September the 10th 360 view here. The leaves starting to change a little. And who are these people? That must be the parent of that rogue child. All right, September 17th. Looks like we've got some kind of a berm here poured where that form and rebar was at the bottom of the lower lot. As you can tell here, this is where I abandoned the drone. It was raining a little bit this day, and I didn't want to risk doing damage to it. And just tell you going forward, I did not go back to the drone. So the rest of it's going to be either our big camera or GoPro. Looks like the concrete barrier is poured all the way up the right side. And yes, it is set up. It just looks wet because it's raining a little bit. Still no excuse for this rogue child. Got a concrete pad poured over toward the cliff. Still not really sure what that's about, but there it is anyway. Back out to the ramp. Still got the pile of junk here. Courtesy dock still old. Now here we are on 10/12/23. Skipped a few weeks because the project ran out of money and had to wait for a little approval of some more cash flow. As you can see, I'm standing on blacktop, and it's about this time I realize that I'm wearing Crocs and the bottoms of my feet are getting pretty hot. It's that fresh. So we've got blacktop poured. They've also taken the old pedway or walkway, whatever you want to call it, that used to go to the old marina, and they've stretched it down and took part of the boat slips from the old marina, and we're going to use those as extra uh, boat parking, I guess you could say, while you're parking your truck or whatever, going to get your truck to load. And then they moved the old marina around the bank, kind of out of sight, out of mind, I guess you could say. And there's the rest of the boat slips around there with it. And here's the upper lot. As you can tell, I'm walking along the concrete on the side because it is super hot. There's the lower lot. Here's the bottom end of the lower lot. There's a little view of it all on your way in. Now this is November the 30th. The lake's been open for a while at this point. As you can see, we've got the parking spots lined off. We've got a couple of handicap accessible spots. Now, so the lake was opened on November the 3rd. People actually started putting their boats in the evening of November the 2nd. But in between all that, once the concrete was poured, the county decided that the boat slips here in the courtesy dock were unsafe for use, and they wanted to wait until they could be redecked before they opened the lake. So like I said, this is well after the lake's been open, but it's the first time we could get out. You can see all these boat slips here have been redecked for safety. These are extra places you can pull up, park your boat. And here is the new courtesy dock / kayak launch. I don't use a kayak, but you can walk down this little pedway here. You can bring your kayak down the ramp to the right beside of you and launch it down here at the bottom. And you got a ramp here made of some composite stuff. It's not wood, so it should last for a while. We'll pan around there here in just a second. And there's one last look at the ramp. The ramp extends 32 feet into the water, so it should be plenty of room for most boats for this little lake. Hope you guys enjoyed our little progression of the project here, and we'll see you guys on the next video.